So this is the XTEINK X4 e-reader, and they really need to shorten that name or something because that name's not going to work. I've heard about this, and it's like a book, and it's this neat idea for packaging. Let's get past the packaging because it's not what we care about. Let's open this bad boy up. This is just such a cool idea. I think it's going to get me to do so much more reading than I would have, because this is a phone form factor. You're probably like, dude, this is so small already for an e-reader. But no. This gets way smaller. So this right here, this itty bitty little thing, which is stuck to something. This right here is the e-reader. That's the e-ink display. So you got forward, backward, pages, back or accept, page up, page down, on, off, and lock screen like button right there, and Type C, which is very important. That's the only reason why I don't use the Kindle Oasis. I love that tablet, and I'm going to give it to my mom. She's been wanting it forever, and I never used it because I don't want to carry around a micro USB. Who wants to carry that around? My mom, apparently. There's also a reset button, which is like the old NES system or the old game consoles. It just restarts the device. It's not factory reset as far as I know. And it actually uses a micro SD card for its storage. There's no internal storage. It's just that. And it looks like they shipped it with a 32 gig. And this is actually their branding. That's interesting. I actually had a 64 gig that I was going to throw in it, but I might just stick with this because 62 is, or 32 is more than good enough, I think. So this is the actual device. I'm going to set that aside. It has a nice weight to it. You might be worried that it's going to be like cheap. It feels like if you knew the weight of the Nintendo Switch Lite, that's what this feels like. It's perfectly balanced. Like, I think I can, yeah. I mean, it's pretty well balanced. It feels perfectly balanced. It's just so clean. I love this because I'm going to throw this in my pocket and then I can just pull it out. And instead of scrolling, I'm going to be reading a book. I'm going to get so much reading done with this. It's going to be amazing. This, I think, is, yeah, these are your MagSafe magnets. MagSafe is just like kind of a circular magnet, basically. And you can stick these on your phone because the idea, I can't show you because I'm recording with my phone. So imagine if like this was your phone, right? You would have your cameras up here somewhere. So this device may not fit if you had like the Samsung S10 Plus, because there's going to be a camera notch like right there. So you'd have to place it lower, or you might have to do something. Like, you have to figure out where it fits best on your phone. And then you'd peel off the back of this right here, and you place this wherever it belongs, and then it would just snap to the phone. Now, obviously, it's not actually glued on there, so it doesn't snap to it. But if you like watch like this, it just snaps into place because it has magnets in there to line it up. So some people are getting those like travel journals, or they already have them, and they're just sticking this on the front page or the cover or a plastic sleeve, and it stays. This is a very strong magnet. MagSafe is like made for phones, and this thing weighs probably a tenth of what your phone weighs. That sounds really light. Maybe not a tenth, maybe like half or a quarter. It does have some weight to it. You got white and black. There's no difference. It's just if you have a white device or a black device, that's the one you'd use. Now, you can order more of those if you want. If you have like multiple places you're going to want to put this, maybe you have like a spot on your desk. Maybe you have you want to put it on the back of your phone. Maybe you want to put it on your wallet. Maybe you have a journal too. You want to have go to all those. You can do that. That's the user manual. This is just a cleaning cloth, a sticker, and some stuff for the installation of the screen protector. And there's nothing else in the box. It is a nice box, pretty solid. Like I said, it looks kind of like a book. I got a theme going on there. There's the information. So here's the case. I ordered this separately. I actually have a better case, one that I like more than this, but it's going to take like 2 weeks to get here. So I went ahead and bought this one, which just comes from the manufacturer, and it's just a simple case that you just slap it in. Boom. Nice little case for it. Nothing else comes in the case box. That's the e-reader. I'm gonna launch it up. I will be pitting, I forget what it's called. There's a community software that's a lot better for this than what they do by default. So I'll be putting that on there because it's also kind of customizable and open source. Um, so I think, yeah, we can use these to move around. You can go to read, you can scan a code. That's for file transfer. You got the cloud and an app. These are all three different methods of doing wireless transfers, or you could just do the actual micro SD card, throw that into your computer. So you could just plug this. They give you this. This comes with it. You can plug this into your laptop, put your micro SD card in there, load stuff on that way. I have an adapter so that I can do it with my phone. I find that would just be a little bit easier. You can get these for off Amazon or Temu or AliExpress. So we're going to go ahead and go into the settings. I'm kind of shocked that this is in English. Well, no, I did get this one off Amazon. Originally, I was going to get it from AliExpress, but Amazon had to sell, so I switched over to the Amazon order and canceled AliExpress. If you get it from AliExpress or directly from their website, it's likely going to come in Chinese, which is not a big problem for you because you can just go over to the settings, push that. The first thing's going to be English, so you just push this again, and so it would look like this. You just push that, push that, push that, and now you're in English. I believe it will actually be just one push to get to English, but that's how you would do it. So you just go down to the settings, which is going to be that button right there, and then you'll just put it in English, and you shouldn't have any problems from there. If you're going to use just the firm this, if you're not going to use this and you're going to load the community software OS, you won't even need to worry about that because you can just flash that straight from your computer. So we got this is a Project Gutenberg book that's open source public domain books. So like I said, this is page forward, and this page back. If we kind of get into the book a little bit, there we go. We got an actual book. You don't get a lot of font choices and stuff on the base software, the OS, which is why a lot of people switch to the it's like Scribe something, I think. It's a community driven software that I will be flashing to this, and I might make a video in the future, just like 2 weeks later with the e-reader. If you guys want that, comment below, like, subscribe, show me that you're interested in seeing the next video. But yeah, it's going to last roughly 2 weeks, or a total of like 28 hours on one charge. Roughly, they say like 3 hours of reading a day. They estimate 2 weeks. I try to give you the actual number, and it's like 28 hours of reading. And you can also do page up and page down. And some books will treat that as just like pushing the next button. Some of them will actually, so let's see. Yeah, this one's treating it the same. Some of them I've seen where they will like actually scroll down a tiny bit instead of going to like a full next step like this is doing for the page forward and page back. And then you can also, if you hold this for I think 3 seconds, it goes into the lock screen. You can replace this by labeling an image as what you want. And if you have the community software, you can actually have like a rotating set of backgrounds for the lock screen. And you just push that again for 3 seconds. It will wake the device up again, and you're right back into your book. So there you go. And you can just pocket this. You need to do this just so while in your pocket you're not going to be flipping pages and stuff. But yeah, I plan on just throwing that in the case, throwing the screen protector on there, and I'll play around with it for a week or two and see how it goes from there. And hopefully I'll have an update for you guys soon. Thanks for watching.